I'm excited. I'm not even going to lie.
This is cool.
I'm
This is
excited
cool.
about this.
Yep, because we like to bring music to our game.
I love music.
He does music for a living.
Yeah,
It makes
so
sense.
does he on the side.
Oh,
I'll tell you the thing.
it's a side
I've
hustle.
always been fascinated by people who play the fiddle,
Right.
violin, the fiddle, and a bunch of other stringed instruments. We want to bring, I think, on the video screen, right?
I believe so.
On the video screen,
Yeah.
we're going to welcome to the live stream Ellen Carlson, the executive director of NH Fiddle Ensemble, based in Nottingham. Hi, Ellen. How are you?
Hey, Greg and Scott. Boy, you guys are energy. You're Mr. Energy, both of you. I've been watching this, and it's been awesome that you're still going strong. It's great.
It's
I
hard.
love your
It's hard to
enthusiasm.
not feel. You
Yeah,
feel the
it's so
energy because you're
inspiring.
inspired. Because
Yeah.
everybody you talk to is doing great work, and they're doing great things for not only health and humanity, but arts and all kinds of things, culture and history, yourself included. The group, the NH Fiddle Ensemble, by the way, has grown to over 100 people with ages from 5 to 95.
Wow.
Singing, playing fiddle, guitar, banjo, mandolin, bass, harp, cello, and more.
Amazing.
And you're raising money to support your Acoustic Roots Orchestra, which teaches students grade 3 through 12 country, bluegrass, swing, and more. I'm a huge bluegrass fan. Huge bluegrass fan.
Right.
So I love it. And do you have
Nice.
your fiddle there? Is that what were they telling me?
Oh yeah, I just happened to be practicing while I was waiting and watching. I do 12 things at once, so.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's
I'll play
awesome.
a little tune. This is a song we did in the Fiddle Ensemble a few years ago.
Love it.
Love it right there, right?
That's awesome. Yay.
love
It makes it look so easy.
What I know. What I love about the fiddle is it's such a small instrument, but yet it seems so complicated to me because of everything that's going on every moment that you're playing it. Is that accurate?
Yes.
There's a lot going on there.
Well, there's a lot going on. I play other instruments too. Every instrument has its challenges, I think, but the fiddle is particularly challenging to learn, I guess, at first. But once you get it down, there's probably some easier things about it than other instruments. Like we can play pretty easily, fast. We don't have the frets getting in our way, and all that stuff. So,
Do you have you found that the popularity of the fiddle has grown because with the growth of music like roots, what they call roots rock, a lot of bands have fiddles in them now. My friends in the Adam Ezra group have an amazing fiddle player, and you see fiddles in bands a lot more now. Are you seeing more interest in the instrument as a result of that?
Well, yeah, I think so. I mean, I've been playing fiddle for 45 years, so I've seen a lot.
Right.
And when I was growing up, there was no other kids playing fiddle. I'll tell you that right now. But there are, we have a lot of kids in the Fiddle Ensemble. We have 30 kids in the Acoustic Roots Orchestra this year. And we definitely see that. In New Hampshire has always had a great tradition of fiddling. We have one of the longest, I think, the oldest running contra dance in the nation over in Nelson. And so we just want to give people an opportunity to learn how to play with each other, and not just in the contra dance, but also with singers and other instruments and different styles of music. I just play a swing too, but we do lots of bluegrass, country, Irish, Cajun, blues. We do all kinds of stuff. So
I love the fiddle.
it's so
I
fun.
love it.
This is fantastic. And Ellen, I have to throw a huge bias here because my parents were both music teachers. So I grew up around music, and I would love to hear from your perspective, given that you've got such an incredible wide range of both instruments and ages here.
5 to 95.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What do you see as the most valuable contributions of people learning instruments and having music as a part of their lives and process? What do you see as the value there?
Yeah, well, I think the value is, we're trying to improve our social fabric and make connections, no matter what the backgrounds, and create relationships through music. And I think it's essential for our society, really, especially now. It's for our souls. It's to help communicate with each other in better ways. It's just to create some compassion. And there's lots of studies, so many studies that talk about how music creates compassion for others. And boy, do we need that right now. And I really think it's essential. And so that's why I started this, is to just, get people playing together. A lot of people take, music lessons and they sit at home and they play by themselves. And this is an opportunity to play with others, but to teach people how to play with others, because, they might go to school orchestra and learn how to play, but that doesn't help them go out, play those acoustic roots, which is, you go out to a bluegrass festival and you just pick in the parking lot by ear. You're not pulling out music. We're, and just doing, and so that's what we train people to do. We train people to learn by ear. And then if you come to one of our concerts, people in the ensembles are like looking at each other. They're having a good time. They're smiling. They're bopping around. They're dancing, and the audience can really see that. And it's such a participatory thing, not only between the people in the ensemble, but also between the audience and the people in the ensemble. Because then you see, you got people playing with their moms or their dads or grandparents. We had like 5 people who were neighbors playing with us from Lee years back, and it's just, I think it just creates great community.
I love it. Ellen Carlson, the executive director of the New Hampshire Fiddle Ensemble. I'll be honest, seeing people play, right? Play instruments, bands playing together. As an audience member, having that experience, that's one of the things I honestly missed the most during the COVID, the pandemic. When we were in lockdown, one of the, I mean, having dinner with my friends, obviously, and family, number one. Number two was experiencing live music in that communal sense. Whether you're 10 people in the backyard with somebody playing a fiddle or a group, you know what I mean? That was one of the things I missed the most. And there's so much healing in that, for everybody.
Totally.
And that's one of the great things that I think that you do. You promote that kind of thing. So the shows that you talk about having, Ellen, tell us about where we can find out more about them, where they're going to be, when they're going to be. How do we find out more?
Yeah, so we start our teaching season around October, November, where people can either come online or go in person. We have we teach in Exeter, in Manchester, in Tilton, in Kittery, and up in Westbrook, Maine. And then we also have some online, so we actually have people from Colorado and Pennsylvania join us. We teach that way, and then we come together for big rehearsals in April. I put on 4 or 5 big concerts in April and May, and we try to do those concerts as benefits. Well, in the past, what we've done, we've been together for 13 years. This is our first year as a nonprofit.
Right.
So in the past, we were partnering with other nonprofits to raise money for them, and because we're trying to. The acoustic roots program that we're trying to start to promote this kind of music in schools has a different model. So we need to raise funds for that. We also we want to make it so that we're self-sustaining and we can keep going, and we can also still raise money for other nonprofits and actually really give them a forum to tell their stories to people that might not see them otherwise.
Right.
So for example, we partner with the New Hampshire Children's Trust. They come to our concerts and they do, we talk about them, and we talk about what a great organization they are and how it fits in so nicely with what we're doing. And we really want to just make it a community thing in so many ways. We get community music teachers to teach. It's not just me. We have many teachers, Sean Eisenberg, Melissa Karen, who teach, and then we have many groups, and we all come together and make a big concert. It's just a big pile of fun.
It is the New Hampshire Fiddle Ensemble. And just so you know, if you're interested and you'd like to help out, there is a $925 match that they have on the table right now. So go online now and give, and that will double your donation if you give right now to the New Hampshire Fiddle Ensemble. So Ellen, when you see 5 to 95-year-olds, right, playing, I mean, I'm sure that somewhere along the line, you've come along, a young student has come along, and you're like, oh my God, the talent of this kid. Isn't that amazing that young kids can pick up an instrument sometimes and just, it clicks?
Oh, yeah, it is good. The nice thing too is it's nice to have a place to motivate them, give them something to practice for, so they really get into practicing this music. And I just love seeing the interrelationships between the older people and the younger people, and they joke around with each other. And the older people talk about how easy the kids are learning stuff, and the younger kids go and help the older people out, or there's older people. We have people who been playing for 45 years, and are string teachers. And so it's all over the map. But we give people a chance. Like, so we might give a first year student, something like this to play on a song. Let me just do this. So like and then we might give the more advanced players. But they still fit together. It all fits together. So we can have people playing easy parts, more complicated parts, harmonies, and then people can take solos. And so we work it so everybody's feeling like they're accomplishing something and making good music together.
And could you tell me a little bit about your 95-year-old student? Because I'm wowed by that. You're never too young, never too old, right?
Yeah, well, actually, it's funny. We had this gentleman who was in the ensemble for probably 8 or 9 years. He started playing guitar when he was like 81, and he came and joined the ensemble, and he was with us, like I said, for 8 or 9 years. And he quit because he started his own band, his own blues band.
Wow!
So,
they fly the coop.
But he's
still
very. Yeah, he's still very supportive of us and still ticking. And this year we had he was 87-year-old cello player who had just started playing cello, and it's just we do small group songs. And this 85-year-old cello player had a couple of young people standing behind him trying to coach him on, play an E note now, play a D note.
That's funny.
Awesome.
That's funny.
Awesome. It was fun.
Oh, Ellen, thank you.
Thank
This
you
is so
for
fun.
what you do, and thank you for providing a resource for young and old that want to learn more about the fiddle and the other musical instruments, and most importantly, for promoting and keeping live music alive.
Absolutely.
So thank you for what you do, Ellen.
And thanks to you guys too. What a great job you're doing tonight.
Thank you very much.
You.
Appreciate it. Have a great night.
Such fun.
Thank you.
Yes.
The fiddle is a great instrument. Jordan Terrawasaki, also Mairead Nesbitt, who was with the Celtic Women, who's a New Hampshire resident, by the way.
Yes, she's a talent.
Oh my, it's crazy.
So good.
And Jordan is so good. I think I love bands that have fiddle players.
So that was the New Hampshire Fiddle Ensemble,
Yep.
$925 match. That's a great place to donate because fiddles ain't cheap.
No. Complicated little things too.
Yes.
Man.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely.
I'm jealous because I always wanted to play. I wanted to play an instrument, and I would love to play the fiddle. You tear it up with the fiddle.
Absolutely.
You go to a rock show. You ever go see the Zac Brown band? Has anybody seen Zac Brown?
Zac Brown's awesome.
Rip it up.
Yeah. No
Unbelievable.
doubt. Yep. Yes. I love it. So again,
Sorry.
more examples. Greg's
I'm
getting very
excited.
excited about fiddling. So find your passion.
Find
people.
your passion.
Find your passion and donate to
The
it.
90-year-old guy, he just said, you know what? I think I'm going to strike out on my own.
That's it.
I'm going to start my own band.
I'm going to start a band. I'm going to travel.
I love that.
I'm going to live in a van down by the river.
I'm going to try some avant-garde jazz is what I'm going to do. I'm 90.
Somebody get me some tight pants.
Yeah.
I got you.
I was in Grand Funk Railroad for about 9 years. We toured. I think I'm going to head out, and I'm going to try some real avant-garde stuff.
That's
really.
it. I'm
going to team up with Avicii, and we're going to go out.
The stuff
and
you
Skrillex.
learn watching this. This is why they only hold us to 4 hours, because it gets weird in the 5th hour.
I can't help it. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. So listen, let's shift gears and